What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Diary of Nigel Byam. It's your boy, Nigel Byam, heading to the gym right now, about to get a quick workout in. Crazy part, it's Sunday today, and to be honest, it's kind of cold. It's been warm all week, 70s, upper 60s. We've been getting real nice weather. But today, a little shaky, you know what I mean? As it gets warmer, I'm trying to get outside some more, you know what I mean? Enjoy this sunlight. I mean, it's still sunny right now, though, but so we're thankful for that. I mean, thankful for every day, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, about to head into this gym and get it done. Let's roll. So today, I'm actually gonna do a little bit of Sunday. So it's a little bit of like upper body, just hit a couple different areas. You know what I'm saying? Hit chest, a little bit of back, probably hit some shoulders, triceps, biceps, and gotta hit the abs, right? So what I'm trying to triangle the body, guys. Triangle it out. That's the idea. Hit a triangle, get that going. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of this, I lost a lot of weight within like a week and a half of me juicing. So I've been doing juicing, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been seeing some results, man. I've been seeing some results. Like I'm 6'7". I had almost got to almost 240, which is the heaviest I've ever been. Like when I was in college, I was probably like 205, 210. My ideal weight that I want to be is about 220. Right now, within a week and a half from 240, I'm like 230 right now by just juicing. And I'm not only juicing, that's the crazy part. Like I'm not like extensively juicing. So at work, when I get up in the morning, I bring to work my mason jar of my green juice, right? And my first meal of the day, full meal, I drink my green juice, but my first full meal of the day is around 11:20, right? First full meal of the day is 11:20. Then when I get home, I eat dinner. So I'm eating like 2 meals a day, plus my green juice, clearly water throughout the day. You know what I mean? And that right there, for me, is working and has been key to that, right? And also while I'm eating, I'm not necessarily eating no rice, no breads. I'm trying to keep it tad bit healthy. I do these things where I'm just kind of discipline myself to do certain things health-wise. So that's the plan. You know what I mean? Want to get to 220 chiseled. I don't want to lose too much of the upper body size, which clearly if you're losing weight, you're going to lose some of it, but I don't want to lose too much. Really and truly, I'm just trying to slim all this down. I ain't really have too much craziness, but I definitely want these abs to be popping again. Trying to get that going again. You know what I mean? So what I really like to do is definitely do some kind of like, and get my body ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some people just come in the gym and just kind of lift. I like to come in the gym and definitely do like a intensive warm up, right? Warm up is key. When I was in college, shout out to all my people that went to St. Francis, by the way. When I was in college, I tore my labrum, if I'm not mistaken, in my shoulder. I remember possibly, but yeah, it's my labrum in my shoulder. I had to put some screws and kind of screw that back up. Calcium screws, so it kind of dissolve. At least that's what they said. But yeah, I tore that. So, and I don't know, it was just over a period of like, just going in the gym, being young and dumb, not knowing what the hell I'm doing. and just kind of just lifting. You know what I'm saying? At that time, I was probably benching in college, maybe like 275, maybe. You know what I mean? Maxing out at 275, maybe. But yeah, it was just not warming up properly. My trainer at the time, Ryan, shout out to Ryan. Ryan was really good at, teaching us the band workouts and stuff like that. But, being a dumb college student, you don't know better. And you're young, so you just feel like you Incredible Hulk at that time. You can just do whatever the hell you want to do. So now I tend to do a very good warm-up, you know what I mean? Me personally, I like to do push-ups. So I start off with 4 sets of 25 push-ups where I would just kind of rep it out, you know what I'm saying? And this for everybody out there that's working out, like, you don't have to follow a specific regimen. Like, you just kind of find what works for you and you kind of just go from there. You know what I mean? Some people just like to watch other people's videos and just do exactly what they do. Sometimes it doesn't work for you. And that's completely fine. You know what I'm saying? You just got to find your own rhythm, find your own niche, and do your own thing. Let's get it. Yeah, I like to hit it 3 sets of 25. All right? 25 push-ups. If you could do 10, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? It was a post. One of my guys actually played against him in Ireland. Shout out to Pearson. He's a trainer now, fitness coach and all that good stuff. But he had this post where he talked about ego lifting. Sometimes we come in the gym and want to puff our chest for other dudes, try to impress females, some guys, you know what I mean? Just kind of be you. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? What people don't understand, like some bodybuilders come in here and they don't even pass 135, which is 145 plate on each side on the bench. They don't even pass that. They just go in there and they rep it out. Because it works for them. So whatever works for you, you got to kind of, go with it. Because I could come in the gym and hit 225 pretty easy on a bench press. Go rep that out probably like 6, 7, 8 times. Like, I could do it. And to be honest with you, if I do 15 pull-ups, I'm done. So I've been actually motivating myself to challenge myself to do more calisthenics in between. Shout out to all my guys at Wingate Park. I remember I was playing overseas at the time and I was getting ready to go back overseas. I think I was going to Bahrain. And I was working out every day at Wingate Park with the guys at Wingate. You know what I mean? And to be completely honest with you, 100% calisthenics. No weights, no nothing. And to be completely honest with you, I feel like that was one of my strongest, most healthiest seasons that I actually played. I recovered faster. I was more limber. I was doing my thing. It was a good season. So calisthenics definitely get the job done. Sure. All right, we're gonna hit this bench press real quick. I put 145 on, 10 reps, then add a 25, 8 reps, then add a 35, 6 reps, and then 225, 245 pound plates for 4 reps. I don't do too much on the bench though. Don't do too much. All right, so we got 225 going up. Like I said, I'm hitting 1 exercise per muscle group. So I'm about to do this curve ball, my back. So what I normally do is I do 10 forward and 10 backwards. Check it out. Another part of my back. So yeah, like I was telling you guys, these pull-ups is different. Yeah, see me, I can hit 225, I can hit all the weights in the world. When it comes to this right here, it get real different. I don't know what it is, but they just get to me more than any other weight, more than any other thing. Pull-ups, chin-ups, those kind of stuff. Calisthenics on a whole, man, it's just, definitely gets me. Definitely gets me. So I try to do it at the end of my workouts to kind of get a good, endurance, I guess, muscle endurance for the most part. Yeah. So by the time the end of my workout, honestly, I could probably only get like 5 pull-ups. maybe. Maybe 5. I see the struggle. Struggle, struggle, struggle. Gets me every time. Get me. I mean, when I didn't do a full workout before it, I could probably hit a little more. But on a whole, these pull-ups, man, these pull-ups. So definitely trying to discipline myself to get better at it. And I could care less. Like, once again, I don't do the ego lifting, so I come in the gym and I can do 5 pull-ups. I'm doing my 5 pull-ups. My idea is to get better for myself, not necessarily nobody else. So, yeah, that concludes the workout, man. I like doing a mixture of everything. So, legs-wise, I normally designate about 2 to 3 days to legs, but I do ride my bike to work every day, and that's about 10 miles a day on my bike. So yeah, once the weather permits, I'm outside riding my bike, working on my legs. But weight-wise, with legs, I do about 2 times, 3 times a week. I mean, naturally, I just got like huge calves, and so my legs is fairly large. I don't look like one of them walking stick figures or something like that. You know what I'm saying? My legs, it's pretty structured, good base. But like I always say, man, you go into the gym, you got to kind of be yourself, do your own thing. You know what I mean? Because some people be like, they have the old heads in the gym, as they would say, even though I'm close to old head. But the old heads in the gym be like, yeah, you could go, you could lift some more weight, you could lift some, like, old head, what I could do with my body, you can't do. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't bother nobody in the gym. They do their workout, they do their thing. You don't know what people are or what they working towards. You know what I mean? I'm a basketball player. If I look like this, if I want to run and move, I can't. So you can't get like that as a basketball player and bulk up and do all those things. So, like I said, when you're in the gym and people see you and they're giving you advice, be careful of their advice. Because that advice might not be for you. It might not be for you, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, you know what you're working your body towards and what you're trying to accomplish, right? I don't really like to pass 225 on the bench because I am not trying to look like this and I can't take a jump shot. You know what I mean? My favorite thing to do on a basketball court is dunk. If I get to 250 pounds, that's very difficult and very dangerous for my body and my limbs. So focus on you and do what you do best. All right? That concludes the gym workout. I think we're going to go get a smoothie. We're going to go get a smoothie. I'm going to show y'all one of my juice spots that I go to. So after a good workout, it's always important to kind of replenish. But y'all rolling with me, I'm about to go to my juice spot. I don't know if I need a wheatgrass today. I don't know if I want to, because that wheatgrass be crazy. I remember when I used to play overseas, and I'll come back and do like a detox after my season, and I'll take my wheatgrass shot. Listen to me. It would have me stuck for at least 20, 30 minutes. Like I could just feel it taking control of my body for the most part. Like, I don't know what it was doing, but it was doing something for sure. So, about to head to my juice spot. So right now I'm in one of my favorite juice spots. This is on Church between Flatbush and Bedford. Dope spot. Got all my stuff that I would ever need in here. I normally come in here and get my juices and different things like that. I got vegan patties, different things, but good stuff. Yeah, so I end up getting um, 1 7-grain porridge, 1 plantain porridge, and 3 pumpkin patties, all vegan. So I was gonna get a smoothie, but I was like, you know what? Smoothie line was way too long, so I got this instead.